First, I wanted to talk to Geri for a second, Doug, and that is, in all of the Sturm und Drang and drama that's taking place in Albany and the city about the budget, one of the casualties, one way or another, will be education. You represent a campaign that's been going on for 17 years, ladies and gentlemen, to try to get equity in the amount of money that New York City schools get. How does what's going on now affect that effort?
Well, it really sets us back, David. I mean, it's a very tragic thing to think that after 13 years of litigation where CFE demonstrated, primarily in New York City, but certainly statewide, how badly the poor children of our school districts are being under-resourced, that they don't have...
Shortchanged would be the word I would use.
Exactly.
Yes.
Shortchanged, a better word. But that, you know, whether it's the lack of quality teachers, the crumbling buildings, the large class sizes, the lack of the computers in the labs and the textbooks in the libraries, that so many of these deficiencies still exist and persist. And when we won the CFE lawsuit in 2006, the legislature laid out a 4-year plan with the governor to say that in 4 years we're going to bring New York City schools and all of the shortchanged schools around the state up to what we call adequacy. And the fact is that we got a year and a half into implementation, and we we got a year and a half into implementation, and this bad economy hit. And who are the kids who get hurt the worst? It's the poor children, the minority children, the kids in special education, the English language learners. These are the kids who really get hit the worst at the end of the day. Today, the proposal that the governor put out was to cut $1.4 billion out of the schools. And this is cutting below a freeze because last year the schools were frozen.
And then what's the level of the city's cut on top of this $1.4 billion from the state?
So
how much is that?
The consequence for the city, it's nearly $500 million of state budget cuts if we go by what the governor's budget might be should it be enacted, and the Senate actually chose the same number. The Assembly is a little bit better. They're only cutting $800 million. And the city on top of that, the mayor has said that he would cut another 317, but what he's doing is he's saying he's not taking out of the classroom. He's saying that he's going to cut back on the bargaining agreement with the UFT.
Okay.